Naveed Razi for MMA weigh-in here at Dallas Cowboys Stadium in Arlington, Texas with Big Rig Johny Hendricks, Mansfield's own Johny Hendricks. And Johnny, this is something you've been waiting for a long time. It actually kind of reminds me of when Chris Weidman was chasing Anderson Silva and it didn't seem like that fight was going to happen. You're in a similar situation. How does it feel now that you know it's cemented and you're getting this fight now?
It means everything. You know, we trained for this. I've trained for this, and I've trained for this. Now to know that it's just right around the corner is awesome. You know, nothing else matters but that belt. You know, I've been telling people for a while, you know, nobody remembers second, nobody remembers third. The only thing that matters is that gold thing, and he's got it, and I need it.
So talk about Anderson Silva, Chris Weidman, because if Anderson Silva would have won, you were talking about you were worried that you might lose this fight to a super fight. One, how did you feel when Anderson Silva got knocked out by Chris Weidman? And two, did you take anything away from that as far as somebody being nobody really gave Chris Weidman the chance to knock Anderson Silva out? Do you take anything away from that as well?
No, I don't, because, you know, if you watch the fight, Anderson, you know, he does play around, but that's probably the worst I've seen him play around. He got, you know, he got caught. GSP, he is not going to do that. You know, he's going to stay tight. He's going to stay in good positioning. That's going to be the difference of my fight with him, is that I'm not going to have him his hands by his waist, act like he's getting knocked out. But, you know, right now the fans sort of equal. You know, I got fans on my side that believe I can beat him, that want me to beat him. You know, and that's what I want.
You talked about this in an interview in the past, that when George throws out that jab, he extends a few inches, and most guys, when they go to try to counter, they hit air. How do you plan on getting around that? Is your speed and quickness what's going to be the difference between you and other guys, or what's your trick? Yeah,
hopefully me being able to close the distance the way that I do, that should help me out. Also, head movement. You know, I'm sparring a lot of boxers. I do a lot of boxing and a lot of kickboxing. So head movement's one of my major games, and also not only head movement but also parrying. You know, you don't have to just use head movement not to get hit. You can parry the hand. So, you know, those are things that I think I'm going to do that no really other fighter has done to him. So, you know, hopefully everything that I'm planning on doing works out the way that I want it to.
What do you see happening if you do get past George St-Pierre and knock him out the way that you hope to do? How do you see your life changing?
You know, it changes for not me realistically. It changes for my daughters. You know, my wife. That's who I fight for. That's who I want to. You know, that's who this belt's for. You know, to set their life where they don't have to work, like, you know what I mean? That's realistically why I got in this sport, to have a family and one day be able to provide to them the way that I want to. And, you know, I'm one fight away from that. So I have a lot of drive, you know, a lot of determination to get that thing. And they're all three over there playing right now. And they mean the world to me. And, man, I just don't see anything standing in my way. You know, I'm going to do everything I can to get that belt.
Perfect scenario, Johnny. Everything works out the way you hope it does. How do you see the fight playing out?
You know, realistically, I see a 5-round hard fight. You know, with me getting my hand raised. You know, I always talk about knocking people out because I want to. Doesn't mean I'm going to, but, you know, I'd like to think that I can knock anybody out. So I'm always going to be shooting for that. But I'm also don't want to get overconfident or overlook the knockout, because if I'm looking for the knockout, George can easily beat me. You know what I mean? He can easily beat me if I'm not focused on what I need to do and different game plans to set up myself for the win. And that's really important. Is this fight is who's going to figure out the person the quickest and who can make the best adjustment in between the round or during the round.
Best of luck in this very deserving fight against George St-Pierre. Everybody's looking very forward to it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.